Hey, welcome back to It's the People, a space where we talk about life, relationships, growth, and understanding the people around us so we can better understand ourselves. Now, before we get into it, I'm not a therapist, I'm not an expert. I'm just someone who has lived, learned, made mistakes, and grown. And I share what I've learned along the way. And sometimes what we go through in life isn't just about us. Sometimes it's the people. In the last episode, we talked about patterns, confusion, chaos, overthinking, constantly trying to figure out where you stand with someone. And a lot of people realized something uncomfortable. Sometimes you're not confused. You're just ignoring what you already know. But today, I want to talk about something different. What happens when something is actually right? Now, let's talk about timing for a second. We just went through a time change. The days are getting longer. Spring is coming in. Everything is starting to shift. And if you really think about it, spring is a season of growth, renewal, and clarity. So it's interesting how in life, right when things start to change around you, you also start to see people differently. You start to feel differently. You start to want different things. And sometimes that shift shows up in your relationships first. A lot of people say they want peace. They say they want stability, consistency, emotional safety. But let's be honest, a lot of people are used to chaos. Chaos is loud. Chaos is unpredictable. Chaos feels like chemistry. Sometimes the relationship you've been praying for doesn't feel intense. It feels calm. And if you've spent years in emotional roller coasters, calm can feel unfamiliar. Let's be real for a second. Some people don't actually want peace. They just want predictable chaos, something that keeps them entertained, but never fulfilled. And when something real shows up, they question it. They overthink it. They even push it away. Healthy love doesn't confuse you. You don't spend days wondering what someone meant. You don't feel like you're constantly guessing. Clarity becomes the norm. If you've been in inconsistent relationships, your nervous system gets used to the highs and lows. So when something steady comes along, your first instinct might not be comfort. It might be doubt, not because it's wrong, but because it's different. Sometimes the relationship you've been asking for doesn't look exciting at first. It looks peaceful. It looks like someone who communicates, someone who is consistent, someone who isn't playing games. And if you're used to chaos, that kind of connection might not even give you butterflies right away. But what it gives you instead is something much more powerful: peace. Consistency is more romantic than intensity. Intensity fades, consistency builds. And the truth is, you might not recognize healthy love until you've done some healing, because growth changes what you're attracted to. It changes what you tolerate, and it changes the kind of people you allow into your life. That's why this show is called It's the People, because sometimes the biggest lessons in life come from the people we encounter, the ones who hurt us, the ones who teach us, the ones who show us what healthy love actually looks like. And maybe this season of your life isn't about chasing love. Maybe it's about recognizing it when it shows up. Maybe it's about slowing down, paying attention, and choosing differently. Because as you grow, the kind of love you're meant for changes too. The right relationship won't feel like a test. It won't feel like confusion. It won't feel like performance. It will feel like alignment. And sometimes that alignment shows up quietly. Peace was never boring. It was just unfamiliar. And that's the thought for today. Remember, life teaches us lessons in different ways. Sometimes through situations, but a lot of times it's the people. You have been listening to It's the People for Me podcast. If something resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Bye-bye. I'll talk to you next time.